Maybe you're a handsome fella, but you don't feel very confident. That was the exact situation and interaction I found myself in today at the gym. I saw another guy, he was doing these pull-ups, and he was doing them really well. The form was just like, mm. As somebody who's into calisthenics, you can tell when someone does them with the proper core engagement, the hollow core, versus how everybody does them with just sloppy, it just doesn't look pristine. He was doing them very pristine. I went up to him as he was resting, and I was like, yo, dude, those pull-ups look fucking insane. Do you do calisthenics? He was like, no, I don't. Right? But okay, I'm telling you this story because the point was that the interaction with him was a little bit awkward. He was a very attractive fella, right? But his energy, that energy wasn't there. That masculine, confident energy wasn't there. It was like he was projecting, I'm unsure of myself. Even though on the surface, I'm looking at him, I was like, damn, this guy is so fucking handsome. If I was a girl, I'd be all over him, right? But that got me to think about it. Such an important point in today's modern age about attractiveness in men. It's that, okay, first of all, a physically attractive man is already rare, okay? Now, you can develop physical attractiveness as a man. You can do that completely. Your style, your grooming, your body, your weight, right? You don't have excuses. Your only excuses are your limiting beliefs about yourself. But back to the story. Physically attractive men are already rare in today's day and age. But even if they're physically attractive, I've noticed this is a pattern. A lot of physically attractive guys don't have confidence, you know? And I was like, damn, do you know the fucking power you have that you don't even see? Like, imagine if you were physically attractive and deeply confident, deeply grounded, deeply still. You know, there's something about that energy that's magnetic as hell, you know, because although a guy may be physically attractive, if he doesn't have the energy, that like raw, primal, alive, certain, convicted, masculine energy that a man finds when he comes to discover who he really is, if you don't have it, then you're holding yourself back to such a huge degree. And even if women are attracted to you as a physically attractive guy, if you do not have the energy and the confidence to hold the attraction, to make women feel safe, to draw, to lead the woman, then the attraction might just fade. In business, you'll lose opportunities because you are too afraid to speak up or to introduce yourself or to tell people what you do and who you are and what you really think, what your opinion is, right? To speak to your higher ups, not as if you have to kiss their ass, but as if you are your own sovereign human being who respects his own opinion and needs to say what he needs to say simply because to be passive is to disrespect yourself. Think about how much further having this energy will carry you through life. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Why am I telling you all this? Because as men, and especially as young men, Although most men never get past this, even in their mid 40s, 50s, because they end up settling for a marriage and a woman that nags at them all day, and then they go to the spa to get a massage while their wife goes to a personal trainer to get trained. And that's the dynamic you end up in. Anyway, um, I'm telling you all of this because I've seen both sides of what it's like of being a passive, weak boy to actually owning who I am. And as a consequence, the attention you get, it's it's not for the faint of heart. It's like with great power comes with great responsibility. Okay, why don't I just say it straight up? The amount of attention you get from women when you are proper, when you are integrated, when you are full, when you are abundant, when you're whole in yourself, bro, I don't even know how to describe it to you, man. Um, but I'm going to say it again. With great power comes great responsibility. You don't get this kind of power unless you have the integrity to hold it, right? You know what they say? Power doesn't change a person, it just reveals who they really are. So it's like the tyrant who's your manager, or in government, or who's a celebrity. They, when they got the power, it didn't change them, it just revealed who they already were and it amplified that inside. So, I'm going to end this video. The point is to become dangerously attractive. One, yes, your body, right? Your physical appearance. But two, equally important, if not more important, because the combination of having both is so rare, is the energy you carry. It's how you carry yourself. What is your posture, Are you like in the gym, it's like between sets, are you like, like trying to be invisible on your phone, Or are you like actually present with the moment and breathing and fully with the moment, right? When you do your sets, are you just like going through the fucking motions? Or are you actually killing yourself with every rep, right? I think guys focus too much energy on the wrong things. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not the wrong thing necessarily, right? But it's like attraction and confidence and everything you want out of man, purpose, joy, peace, none of it will come from external validation. It comes from finding who you truly are within. That's the message I want to get across today. All right, brothers. Thanks for tuning in on this one. Many more to come. See you in the next one. Peace.